Hey guys, so before this video starts, I want to give out a little demonstration to you guys just of how this works. And as you can see, I got my friend ROBLOX over here dancing for some reason. Mushroom man, lol. Anyways, rate me out of 5. Just do anything. So, ROBLOX, my friend, is going to rate me a certain number. As you can see, I'm currently 4 out of 5, 4 out of 5. Mushroom man, go XD. As you can see, I've been rated another 4 out of 5 by my friend ROBLOX, and as you can see, the average is still the same. My last rating is still 4 out of 5. So as you can see, I can rate my friend over here. So as you can see, his average rating is 0, last rating is 0. So I'm gonna rate him 5, because why not? As you can see, the stars light up whatever you're going up to them. So if I do 1, only 1 lights up. If I go 5, all of them. So let's click send rating. 3, 2, 1, send. And I can rate again in 60 seconds. As you can see, his average rating is 5 because he has only gotten 1 rating yet. So anything divided by 1 is going to be the same. And then the last rating he got was 5 because I just gave him 5 stars. As you can see, if you try to vote again in your debounce, in your little cooldown, watch what happens. As you can see, it just turns red. You cannot rate someone when you're still on cooldown. There's also another part of this tutorial, and that is over here. We got the booth stands. So I can claim a booth. As you can see, ROBLOX already did it. I can claim a booth, and I can change the text of it. So tutorial, change text, and as you can see, it will change to tutorial. And over here, you can change your image ID. So this little image over here, you can change it to whatever you want, but that is up to you. So let me just do epic man, and then to the right, change text. And as you can see, epic man is ROBLOX. It's pretty funny. And if you're probably thinking like, hey, I'm sick of my booth, I don't want it. So I'm just going to click unclaim booth, boom. And everything disappears, and I can claim another booth again. So as you can see over here, claim booth. And as you can see, I can claim the booth. So if you want to know how to make this a ROBLOX studio, make sure to watch this video all the way to the end to find out exactly how to make this. Hey guys, and welcome back to this brand new tutorial on my YouTube channel. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how you can make a Rate My Avatar game part 2. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, please go to part 1 first, because you really need that script which we made and typed and did together in part 1. You really need that, okay? So just get that, watch part 1 first, and then carry on to part 2, which is this one, obviously. And before we begin, I want to give a big shout out to my friend ROBLOX for giving me all the source code for this project. Thank you, honestly, so much that I can make a tutorial on this, because it really means a lot to me. Thank you. If you're new to my channel, so just give it a like if you like this video. If you like it, yes. If you don't like it, drop a dislike on the video, because I want you guys to be honest. And yeah, if you want to subscribe, hit that red button. And if you want to become a member, press the blue join button down below. And leave a comment if you want a free heart on your comment. So that's all I wanted to say. So yeah, as I said, if you haven't seen part 1 yet, go to part 1 first. And without further ado, let's get right into this tutorial. So what we're going to do now, before we start, there was one little bug in our server code, which I patched by the help of hidden devs on ROBLOX. So thank you for the person who helped me. And if you scroll down to line, this is line 131, so 131, right over here. And you will see http www.roblox.com, blah, blah, blah. And you want to remove this, and then go to the description, and there's going to be a link you need to put in it. So I'm going to put it in the description so you can copy paste it. And it's this rbxthumb, and then type asset, and then some kind of height and width. Yeah, just put this, and then you have fixed a bug which contained that an image label sorry, an image label did not load. And yeah, we need images. So you know, these things over here, they need an image if someone wants an image. You get the point? So in this part, we're going to be coding the client over here. So yeah, I think we should start. It's 141 lines, and we're going to get through this. So first of all, local frame is equals to script.parent.frame. Local replicated storage is equals to game :get service replicated storage. Local remote event is equals to replicated storage :wait for child remote event. And this is because the client loads faster than the server mostly. And yeah, we just need to make sure there's a remote event. Local start your GUI is equals to game :get service start your GUI. Local players is equals to game :get service players. Local player is equals to players dot local player. And as you can see, if you type local player, you can get some information. The player that the local script is running for, that is a local player. Local booths, like that, booths, is equals to workspace dot booths. Okay. Then we need 5 more variables. Local rating main. And actually, this needs to be an uncapitalized B, and this needs to be an uncapitalized L. My bad. So capitalized B and an uncapitalized L. Okay. Local rating main is equals to script.parent: wait for child rating main, which is the frame over here, rating main, which is, if you open it, oh, it is already opened. Probably the thing in it. Yep. As you can see, the rating menu. Now, local rate menu is equals to rating menu dot rate menu, because there's going to be a rate menu in rating main. Get the point? Local info screen is equals to rating main dot information, and as you can see, information is part of rating main. Local rate is equals to 0, because this value will determine how many stars you pressed. Like, you can pick from 1 to 5 stars, and if you pick 3, your rate is going to be 3. Get the point? Thank you. Now, local debounce is equals to false, because we're going to put in a debounce system so we can determine a cooldown or not. Most of the client is handled by the remote event, which fires a lot of things from the server. We mostly do a server to client communication because we know that whatever the server sends is 100% trustworthy. So that's why we can do a remote event that on client event connect function of 2 arguments, argument and argument 2, like that. So if not argument, then return end, because if there's no argument, we're not going to do anything. If argument is equals to open GUI, then, so if you need to open a GUI, script.parent.textButton.visible is equals to true. And you probably think GUI text button, what are you doing? This text button is the booth menu over here. And yeah, when you claim a booth stand, you can customize it. Else if argument is equals to booth unclaimed. So if you're going to unclaim your booth, then script.parent.textButton.visible is equals to false. So that means you cannot customize your booth stand again. And frame.visible is equals to false. So if you have your frame open, if you have this frame open, for example, and you unclaim your booth, we're going to immediately close it, so you cannot get any errors in your gameplay. Else if argument is equals to disable prompts, then, so what this does, if you claim a booth stand, you cannot claim another one. So, for I, v in I pairs, booths, get children do, like this, and then simply v.display.attachment, and let me zoom in, v.display.attachment.proximity prompt enabled is equals to false. Okay? But now, if you unclaim your booth stand, you can get another one. So if you want, for example, let me just demonstrate it. If you have this one, but you kind of want this one, then this one should be enabled again, and this one too, and then when you get this one, all of them should disappear. But as you can see, else if argument is equals to enable prompts, then. So we're now going to check if someone already has a booth. So because if someone has a booth, you cannot claim their booth, you get the point? Yes. For I, v in I pairs booths, get children do, so in the same loop, if v.display.booth owner that value is equals to nil, and nil means nothing. So if nobody has that booth stand, which you're trying to claim, then you can claim it. So we can just do this now, and then instead of false, we're gonna do true. It's fairly simple, and I'm getting a lot of voice corrects, and I'm sorry. Anyways, what we're gonna do now is over here. We are gonna do else if argument is equals to open rates menu then. So if you're gonna rate someone, we're gonna set their data to you. So player 2 is equals to players, find first child, argument 2. Now, info screen, which is the variable we created over here in info screen dot player name dot text is equals to username, and then space dot player 2 dot name. This is the player's name. And let me see why that kind of errors. I think we can just do it local, I think. Yep. And now, info screen dot average rating, and I think no, we're just gonna remove it because we're probably gonna use it somewhere else. I have a feeling we're gonna use player 2 somewhere else, but we'll see. As I said, info screen dot average rating dot text is equals to average rating, so average rating, and then dot player 2 dot avg rating, so average rating, dot value, and then dot, and then slash out of 5. So let me just capitalize this to make it look better. Info screen dot last rating dot text is equals to last rating, and that is going to be player 2 dot last rating dot value, and we're going to put that out of 5, just like this one. Now, info screen dot visible is equals to true, because we're going to set their data first, and then we're going to show it to you. For I, v in I pairs, and then rate menu dot stars, get children do, and then if v is a image button, then v that image color 3 is equals to color 3 that from RGB, and we're gonna do 255 by 255 by 0, which is yellow. And make sure you remove the I from pairs. That is it. Else if argument is equals to remove self prompt, because if you would join your game right now, you would see that you can get your own, you can rate yourself, and that is not the point. We need to make sure you cannot rate yourself. So player.character, wait for child, and then we're gonna wait for the humanoid root part, which is the part that every player has when they play the game. And we're gonna enable, or actually we're gonna disable the prompt. So rate prompt.enabled is equals to false. That's kind of like it. You get the point? Okay. Else if argument is equals to debounce. So if you rate someone, you're gonna get a 60-second debounce. So like cooldown. And now we're just gonna code that. So debounce is equals to true. Local s is equals to 60, so 60 seconds. And then repeat. We're gonna make a repeat until loop, and we're gonna do script.parent.cooldown label.text is equals to you can rate again in, and then space s seconds, like this. So you can rate again in this amount of seconds. S minus equals 1, so every second there's going to be 1 second, deleted or removed. And we're going to do that every, you might have guessed it, every second. We're going to do this until the seconds are equals to 0. So if your debounce is over, yeah, then you can rate again. So if s is equals to 0, then script.parent.cooldown label.text is equals to nothing. So we're going to remove the text that says you can rate again in blah blah blah. We're going to immediately remove it. and we're going to disable the debounce. Now, else if argument is equals to start, and what this does is at the bottom left of your screen, you're gonna get some labels over here. You know, average rating label, last rating label. We're gonna need the values of those, but we cannot set values if we don't have them. And as I said, the client loads faster than the server, and the server needs to set the data. But if there's no data, it's gonna error. So that's why in your server script, we are gonna fire the remote event after your data has been loaded. Coroutine.resume, coroutine.create function like this, while true, and then simply script.parent that last rating label that text is equals to last rating, and then the player that last rating that value out of, might have guessed it, out of 5. Script that parent that average rating label that text is equals to average rating, and then player that avg rating, so average rating, that value out of number 5. We're gonna just do this every 0.01 seconds because that's pretty fast. Yeah. And now the last argument, else if argument, is equals to rated. So if you got a new rate, we're gonna give you a notification saying, hey, you just got a rate. Yeah, because it's cool, you know. So start your GUI, set core, and then send notification, and then watch this. After the speech mark, you're gonna do a comma, and you're gonna do a curved bracket, and then you're gonna press enter, like this. Then title is equals to new rates, because you just received a new rate, and then make sure you put a semicolon over here. Text is equals to you have been rated, and then colon player that last rating that value, because that is the last rating value you just received, and we can put that as your notification. So player that last rating that value out of 5, and then by, and then argument 2, because we're gonna show you which player rated you, and this notification will last. So duration is equals to 5. We're gonna put this notification for 5 seconds, and this is how you do it. Now, for the rest of the functions, they're pretty easy, but just watch. So over here, script.parent that text button that mouse button one click connect function, like that. Frame.visible is equals to not frame.visible, so you can open or close it. Doesn't matter when it is. Frame.change text that mouse button one click connect function, because we're gonna need a function for it. And then if frame.textbox.text is other than nothing, so if you put something in it, then we can continue the code. So if you put, for example, lol, yeah, we're gonna run that through the ROBLOX's filter, and then set it to lol. Remote event fire server, and we're gonna fire it with the argument of change text, and we're gonna fire, so frame.textbox.text, we're gonna fire what you sent. Frame.image, change image that mouse button one click connect function, and what we're gonna do now, we're gonna check if your image ID is other. So if frame.imageID.text is other than nothing, so same story, if there's something in it, then we can continue. If not, to number, frame.imageID.text, so if you just put random text in it, then we're just gonna return it, because we really need a number. Remote event, fire server, change image, and we're gonna do that out of your frame.imageID.text, like that. Frame.unclaimBooth.mouse button one click connect function, and what we're going to do now is when you are going to unclaim your booth, you can immediately unclaim it. So fire server unclaim booth, like that. We're almost done, don't worry. Info screen dot rate person. So if you can finally rate someone, that mouse button, one click, colon connect, function, like this. When you rate someone, rate menu visible is equals to true, because on the info screen you can click rate this person, and when you do that, then we can do it, you know. Now, for A, comma B in pairs of rate menu dot stars colon get children do, and then if B is a image button, because the stars are an image button, if that's the case, then B dot image color 3 is equals to color 3 dot from RGB, and we're gonna make it completely white. You might be wondering, white? No, I don't want a white star. That's true, but the stars are originally, the origin of it, or originally, whatever you want to call it, they are gray. So white would be equals to gray. And white is the same as 255 by 255 by 255. Lol. Now, info screen, dot close, dot mouse button, one click, colon connect, of a function, and then info screen dot visible is equals to false. That's how simple it is. If you want to close a frame, you just put it to false. Over here, info screen dot, nope, that's not the case, my bad. I was still looking at this line over here, and that was a pretty big mistake. Rate menu dot cancel dot mouse button, one click, colon connect, of a function, rate menu dot visible is equals to false, because it's still gonna be, the visible is still gonna be false. And then there's two big functions, the two last functions we need. For I, comma V in pairs, rate menu dot stars colon get children do. So another star loop. If V colon is a image button, then, so if it's an image button, V dot mouse button, one click, colon connect function, because you can click on the stars. And then rate is equals to two number V dot name, because the stars, let me just find them, I have no idea where they are in rate menu. As you can see, the stars are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could just, your rate is going to be whatever you put. For A, comma B in pairs of the same rate menu stars, so let me just copy and paste that, do. And then again, if B is a image button, then so like if B, so B is a star, if it's an image button, then we can continue. And we're gonna do this again, so just copy and paste that over here. For I equals 1 comma rate comma 1 do, and then rate menu dot stars, and then in square brackets empty speech marks dot dot I, so it makes it a string, and then dot image color 3 is equals to color 3 from RGB, and we're gonna make it yellow, which is 255 by 255 by 0. Yeah. Now the last function of this tutorial is rate menu dot send rating, the most important part to send the rating. Send rating dot mouse button, one click, colon connect function. If debounce is equals to true, so if you have a debounce, you cannot vote again. So rate menu dot send rating dot background color 3, no, not transparency, background color 3 is equals to color 3 dot from RGB 255 by 0 by 0, because that is pure red. We're gonna wait 1 second for the script to continue, and then after that, rate menu dot send rating dot background color 3 is equals to color 3 dot from RGB, and then 0 by 170 by 0, which is dark green, equals a send rating button. Else if debounce is equals to false, so if you can vote, then remote event colon fire server rates it with player2.name and the rating. Info screen dot visible is equals to false. Rate menu dot visible is equals to false because you just rated, so everything is gonna go disappear. Task.wait, just so the script can a little bit catch up to prevent any unnecessary errors. And after that, we're gonna set your rate back to 0. This is your entire script done, and now let's test it out in a demonstration. Yeah. So as you can see, I am now in a little team test, and I think I'm gonna try out the booth stand first. So I'm gonna walk up to this one and then claim it. As you can see, player 2's booth. And now if I go on this account, as you can see, I cannot edit this. I cannot get this. So if I just move out of the way, I cannot get this booth, but I can get this one, but not this one. And over here, if I would change its name, so let me just stand in front of the name, open booth, and then newbies video lol pogger, and then change text. Boom. As you can see, it changes the text on both of the accounts. Now say I want to unclaim it. Boom, unclaim booth, and as you can see, we can now both claim this booth. So as you can see, this player didn't have it, and now it does. As you can see, now it's my booth stand. So let me just get an image ID. So I just pasted a little image ID, so change image, boom. And as you can see, now I got a little smiley face on my booth stand. So this is how you change images. And yeah, I'm just gonna click unclaim booth, and now let's try out another booth. This one, yeah, nice. All of them should work. As you can see, I got this one now, okay. But you're probably all excited. How do I rate someone? And as you can see, I cannot rate myself. Over here, I have 0 out of 5 rating. So let's walk up, rate. Let's see, username, player 2. Is that true? Yep. Average rating, I don't care. Close. Okay, yeah, closing works, as you can see. Rate this person, okay. More star means a better rating, so let's try it out. 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 2 star, 5 star. So I'm gonna give this player 2 stars. Send rating. New rate, you've been rated 2 out of 5 by player 1. As you can see, that works. I can rate again in 50 seconds. So let me just try again. As you can see, it works. 2 out of 5, 2 out of 5. And now let's try again. Boom. Nope, it doesn't work because I already rated. So now let's try this person. Okay, rate person. I'm gonna do 5 stars. Boom! You've been rated 5 out of 5 by player 2. And this is how you make a little, little rate my avatar game, because, you know, a lot of these games have it. So let me just stand up here, I guess. Anyways, if you did in fact enjoy this tutorial, make sure to give it a like if you like it, and drop a dislike on the video if you don't like it. And just subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, become a member, do anything you want. I don't really mind, actually. So, thank you all for your support. All I can say is that my name is Newbie, and I say, peace out.